This guy is trying to grow potatoes on Mars. First thing he does is clear out the living quarters. Then he builds a greenhouse using plastic sheets. He hauls in enough Martian soil to get started, and digs it into neat rows like a real farm. Next, he mixes in soil they brought from Earth, and adds some organic waste left by his crewmates. All of it gets blended together. Then he adds fertilizer to the soil, plants half a potato in each row, covers it up with dirt, and gives it a little water. He just made the first Martian potato farm. But there's a problem. His current water supply is nowhere near enough to keep the farm going. He needs to make more water. So he salvages a fuel tank from the rocket. Inside is a compound that breaks down into nitrogen and hydrogen, thanks to a little help from some metal catalysts. Then comes the simple chemistry. 2 parts hydrogen plus 1 part oxygen. But in all the excitement, Mark forgets one thing. His breathing is throwing off the oxygen levels. So he suits up and runs the experiment again. This time it works. When he wakes up the next morning, the plastic walls are covered in water droplets. Why go through all this to grow potatoes on Mars? Because survival isn't optional. Just a few days earlier, he was still working with his team on the surface of Mars in Acidalia Planitia. Suddenly, a massive storm rolls in. They get hit with a level 24 dust storm. The team has no choice but to evacuate. During the scramble to leave, a communications antenna gets ripped off and slams into Mark. The impact sends him flying. His suit is torn. The crew gets the alert. They're sure he won't survive more than a minute. Still, Commander Lewis risks everything and heads back out. She tries to find him, but the ship starts losing balance. She has no choice but to return. The crew leaves Mars, broken. But after the storm passes, Mark wakes up. Turns out, a piece of the antenna stabbed into him. His blood leaked out, clotted around the hole in his suit, and sealed it just enough to save his life. Back inside, Mark performs surgery on himself, pulls out the metal shard. Once he's patched up, he checks his supplies. If he rations carefully, he's got enough food for about 400 days. But NASA's next Mars mission isn't coming for 4 more years, so he comes up with a wild plan. Grow enough potatoes to last him 3 years. It's Sol 54. Mark's eating breakfast. When he notices something, he pulls back the plastic sheet.